I did this mega fest with TD Jakes. No Diddy. I did
There you go. Come on, Lavell. You was trying to sneak out.
No. Only reason I said it, Diddy wasn't there then.
Lavell, man.
I mean, man, we gonna swallow that and move on.
Okay. Come on, Lavell.
No Diddy.
I gotta take another drink. You might need to pour you one too.
No, that's the symptoms of that cognac. See, that slipped out. My brain was like, no, don't do it. My tongue said, that. We gonna do it.
If everything was true, all I gotta do is repent sincerely from my heart.
It's all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Shannon Sharpe has been on fire recently, making headlines with his controversial interviews. Whether it's Oprah, Tyler Perry, or any other high-profile figure, Sharpe has been diving deep, exposing what he claims to be hidden truths about these well-known personalities. His recent interviews have been nothing short of explosive, drawing both praise and criticism from across the board. Now, the spotlight is on TD Jakes, and it's clear that things are about to get even more intense. Jakes, the renowned pastor and motivational speaker, has found himself in Sharpe's crosshairs. In his recent interviews, Sharpe has made some provocative claims about Jakes, and it's safe to say that he is not pleased. He's been outspoken about his frustration with Sharpe's approach, arguing that these exposés are not only invasive, but also potentially damaging to his reputation and career. Jakes feels that Sharpe's relentless pursuit of controversy is unfair and that it's undermining his years of hard work and dedication. The situation has escalated to the point where he is actively confronting Sharpe, expressing his anger and disappointment publicly. This clash between two powerful figures is generating a lot of buzz, and it's clear that the stakes are high. With Jakes firmly standing his ground and Sharpe continuing his probing interviews, this drama is set to unfold in a way that's bound to keep everyone talking. Buckle up, because this showdown is shaping up to be one of the most talked about confrontations of the year. Now, let's talk about TD and how his life in the limelight has taken a serious turn for the worse. The bishop has been a prominent figure for years, known for his powerful sermons and significant influence. But things took a dramatic nosedive recently when he got caught up in Diddy's high-profile lawsuit. Since that lawsuit hit the headlines, it's like a storm has been unleashed on the bishop. His name being dragged into such a major legal battle has put him under a harsh spotlight, and suddenly, it seems like everyone is scrutinizing every aspect of his life. Secrets that were once well guarded are now spilling into the public eye, and he is facing a flood of criticism and controversy. The intense focus on him following the lawsuit has brought a wave of exposés and revelations that are damaging his public image. It's as if the lawsuit was a catalyst that ignited a frenzy of interest in his personal and professional life. What was once a well-respected reputation is now being overshadowed by these unfolding dramas, making it a challenging and turbulent time for him. TD Jakes is particularly heated with Shannon Sharpe right now, and it's not hard to see why. Sharpe's show has become a platform where guests have been taking jabs at the bishop, and that's something he just can't sit back and accept. First, there was Cat Williams, who didn't hold back when he took aim at Jakes during his appearance. Williams' criticism was sharp and relentless, leaving no stone unturned in his attack on Jakes. Then, as if that wasn't enough, Lavell Crawford came on the show and joined in on the bashing. Crawford's comments were equally biting, further fueling the fire and escalating the situation.
When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them.
For Jakes, seeing these two high-profile comedians using Sharpe's platform to publicly criticize him is a major blow. It feels like a personal attack, especially since these public figures have a significant reach and influence. He sees Sharpe's show as complicit in these attacks, and that's why he's so angry. It's not just about the criticism, it's about feeling betrayed by someone who, in his view, should be a neutral party rather than a facilitator of his public vilification. This has only added to Jakes' frustration and has intensified the conflict between him and Sharpe.
Because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light skin, weird face wife that never do an interview.
Oh, man, come on.
Listen, in 20 years won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Even Shannon Sharpe was taken aback by the revelations he uncovered about TD. Initially, Sharpe might have approached the situation with a certain level of skepticism, but what he discovered during his research and interviews really shook him. The depth of the allegations and the details that came to light were more than he expected. However, it was Cat Williams who really pushed Sharpe's perspective into overdrive. Williams, with his sharp insights and fiery rhetoric, convinced Sharpe that the bishop had been putting up a facade all along. According to Williams, Jakes wasn't the pious and virtuous figure that many believed him to be. Instead, Williams painted a picture of someone who had carefully crafted a public persona that masked a very different reality. Williams' assertion struck a chord with Sharpe, who started to question the image he once had of Jakes. The more Sharpe heard, the more he felt misled, leading him to reassess his own views and approach. This revelation from Williams not only intensified Sharpe's scrutiny of the man, but also added a layer of personal disillusionment, as he felt he'd been deceived by the polished image he had maintained for so long.
Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
You will tell it.
no, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that, I value that, I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Cat because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
But
no
I didn't
one's
know it
ever
was a lie.
heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Cat. Normally when people will give you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
And if you think about it, Cat isn't all that wrong. I mean, I think you must have heard of the stuff that TD Jakes is now famous for, and it's definitely not preaching. TD Jakes is known for his powerful sermons and magnetic personality, which have helped him build an empire as a respected spiritual leader and mentor, with millions of followers who see him not just as a bishop, but as a beacon of faith and inspiration. Jakes has cultivated an image of unwavering integrity integrity and spiritual guidance. His influence extends far beyond the pulpit, touching the lives of many who look up to him for wisdom and support. However, there's a side to the pastor that isn't as visible. Behind the scenes, he's been working tirelessly to keep his connections with P. Diddy under wraps. The music mogul's reputation and the potential controversies associated with him pose a significant threat to Jakes' carefully crafted public persona. The man fears that any public association with Diddy could jeopardize the pristine image he has spent years building. This behind-the-scenes effort to distance himself from Diddy speaks to the complexities of maintaining a public image while navigating personal and professional relationships. For those of you who might be scratching your heads about the connection between Diddy and a supposedly pious figure like TD, let me break it down for you real quick. Sean Diddy Combs recently found himself in some serious hot water when his former producer, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, filed a lawsuit against him. According to Jones, Diddy had a plan to leverage his connection with the pastor to soften the impact of another lawsuit, this time from Diddy's ex-girlfriend. The lawsuit, filed back in February in New York, is aiming high with a staggering $30 million in damages. Church leaders highlighted this legal drama, which has thrown Diddy's world into turmoil. With federal agents raiding his homes and the lawsuit making headlines, it's no surprise that eyebrows are being raised about his ties with Jakes. Jakes' connection with Diddy, a figure now embroiled in multiple controversies, is raising serious concerns. The perception of a well-respected spiritual leader being linked to someone facing such dramatic legal and personal battles makes it all so much more questionable. And let's not forget the unprofessional undertones of their friendship that have sparked even more curiosity. Back in 2022, a video surfaced showing TD Jakes at a lavish party celebrating Diddy's 53rd birthday in Los Angeles. This wasn't just any gathering, it was a high-profile bash that drew significant attention. The video quickly went viral, igniting a firestorm of speculation about the nature of their relationship. Given the grandeur of the event and Jakes' prominent presence, people couldn't help but question whether their connection was purely professional or if there was something more going on beneath the surface. The opulence of the party, combined with the timing of Diddy's legal troubles, only fueled the rumors. This glimpse into their social circle raised eyebrows about the appropriateness of their relationship, especially for someone like Jakes, who has built his reputation on a foundation of spiritual integrity and public respect. And as soon as the people tried to make the connection, they tried to do some damage control. As a filmmaker, executive producer, and one of the pioneers of value-based movies, Bishop Jakes, in his role as CEO of TD Jakes Entertainment, paid respect to the former chairman of Revolt during the celebration of his birthday. Derek Williams, executive vice president of TD Jakes Entertainment, told the Christian Post about the video. Bishop Jakes was in Los Angeles for important business meetings, and we felt that a quick appearance at the former chairman of Revolt's birthday event was the respectful thing to do since Jakes' sermons are aired on the Revolt network, he explained. We both greeted the family. Bishop Jakes recorded a brief celebratory birthday video and left immediately to take our other scheduled meetings. Any accusation to the contrary is wholly unsubstantiated, unverified, and false, Williams added. Their connection runs even deeper than initially thought. Back in 2021, Sean Diddy Combs made a notable move by announcing a new weekly series featuring TD Jakes, set to air on Revolt TV, the media company he chairs. This collaboration was a significant moment, with TD expressing enthusiasm about the opportunity to connect with a younger audience. He saw it as a chance to expand his influence and provide empowerment to young people facing the challenges of economic hardships and the aftermath of the global pandemic. He was eager to leverage the platform to reach new viewers and make a positive impact. However, this partnership took a surprising turn in late March 2024 when Diddy sold his stake in Revolt TV to an anonymous buyer. This move came right after a series of dramatic raids on Diddy's homes, adding yet another twist to the ongoing saga surrounding the hip-hop mogul. The abrupt sale of Revolt TV amidst the legal and personal troubles only adds to the speculation about the nature of Diddy and Jakes' relationship. It raises questions about the stability of their professional connection and whether there were underlying issues contributing to these developments. Now, while they have business dealings, Bishop is also seen at Diddy's parties. The New York lawsuit filed by Rodney Lil Rod Jones against Sean Diddy Combs takes a serious turn with allegations under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. Jones made some grave accusations, claiming that he was deceived and dragged into a web of criminal activity. According to Jones, he was unknowingly involved in transporting a range of illicit substances, including ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms, along with firearms. But the allegations don't stop there. Jones also accuses Diddy of coercing him into soliciting minors, exotic dancers, and workers. He claims that he was exploited for his talents and labor in producing music and other goods without fair compensation. This paints a picture of a deeply troubling situation where Jones feels he was not only manipulated but also severely mistreated. Adding another layer to the lawsuit, lawsuit, Jones has brought forward claims of SA and harassment against Diddy. He alleges that Diddy made unwanted advances, touched him inappropriately, and even threatened him. These serious allegations have intensified the legal and public scrutiny surrounding Diddy, turning this case into a high-stakes drama with far-reaching implications. And in all of this, Jakes was allegedly present at the parties, and the fans are backing it up. One person shared this on X. Another person shared a clip of Jaguar Wright and said, Jaguar Wright and Gene Dealbin spoke on TD Jakes at Diddy's parties. The information been out there, y'all just refuse to believe it. Now, there are whispers swirling that Diddy might have pulled TD Jakes into his shadowy dealings. And the reason behind this could be tied to a major reputation makeover. So why would someone like Diddy, with all his fame and fortune, want to get close to a bishop? It's all about reputation management. Here's the playbook. Associating with a prominent and respected spiritual leader like Jakes can be a strategic move to polish one's public image. When you're seen rubbing shoulders with a figure known for their piety and moral authority, it's like donning a shiny gold-plated halo in the eyes of the public. Suddenly, Diddy isn't just the music mogul with a colorful past. He's also seen as someone who's embraced the path of virtue and righteousness. This kind of strategic association can serve as a powerful tool for image rehabilitation, helping to offset negative perceptions and create a more favorable public persona. For Diddy, who has faced his share of controversies, aligning himself with someone like Jakes might have been a calculated effort to enhance his reputation and project a cleaner, more respectable image. Rumor has it that Diddy might have slipped some cash to TD Jakes to keep him in the loop, and it doesn't stop there. There are whispers about church funds being involved too. It's sounding like Diddy might have dipped his fingers into some not-so-holy jars, potentially dragging Jakes into a murky situation without him even realizing it. Both men now find themselves in a high-stakes game with too much invested to just back out. It's like a real-life chess match, but with the stakes cranked up to an entirely new level. Their connection has become a tangled web of reputations, finances, and legal troubles, each move carrying serious consequences. And to add another twist, there's talk that Diddy, ever the savvy businessman, had a habit of recording everything that went down at his events. We're talking about a level of surveillance that would make Big Brother blush. If these recordings exist, they could hold crucial evidence and amplify the complexity of the situation, turning this into an even more intense drama with potentially explosive revelations. Then there are all the rumors about him being gay that just don't align with his church values. Now, there's nothing wrong with him being gay, but if he is, then why is he hiding it? And as a bishop, he's preaching something completely different, which makes it all so much worse. Now, the reason why Jakes is so pissed off is because Shannon Sharpe had guests on his show who discussed his sexuality, the same things that he's been trying to hide for ages now. One of those guests, other than Cat Williams, is Lavell Crawford. During a recent interview, Lavell Crawford shared a playful yet pointed anecdote about his experience at MegaFest with TD Jakes. He quipped, "Anyway, I did this MegaFest with TD Jakes. No, Diddy wasn't there. There you go. Come on. L, you were trying to sneak out. No. The only reason I said that was Diddy wasn't there." The context of Lavell's comment is key here. His offhand remark, "No, Diddy wasn't there," was intended as a joke, poking fun at the frequent sightings of Diddy and Jakes at the same events and parties. It was a lighthearted jab, but it also touched on something deeper. The joke hinted at the close connections and frequent overlaps in their social circles, subtly drawing attention to the potential behind-the-scenes ties between the two high-profile figures. Despite the humor, the comment underscored the ongoing speculation and scrutiny surrounding their relationship, adding another layer of intrigue to the unfolding drama. Jakes is reportedly furious that Lavell Crawford is bringing up this topic now, especially while he's working hard to maintain his public image. Jakes has been doing everything he can to silence rumors and keep his association with Diddy under wraps. However, with Lavell's influential connections and credibility in the industry, it's becoming increasingly difficult for Jakes to keep a tight lid on this explosive information. But that's not all Lavell had to say. He continued, "Man, we're going to swallow that and move on. Okay, come on. No, I got to take another. You might need to. P, you want to? No, that's the symptoms of that. Come see, that slipped out. My brain was like, no, don't do it. My tongue said, screw that, we're going to do that."
Man, we gonna swallow that and move on.
Come on, man.
No, Diddy.
I gotta take another drink. You might need to pour you one too.
No, that's the symptoms of that cognac. See, that slipped out. My brain was like, no, don't do it. My tongue said, that. We gonna do that.
This additional comment from Lavell adds more fuel to the fire, suggesting that there's more to the story than what's been publicly revealed. His candid, somewhat disjointed remarks seem to indicate that he may have more to say, or that his comments were more revealing than he initially intended. For Jakes, this only complicates matters further, as Lavell's candidness and insider status threaten to unravel the carefully maintained facade.
So anyway, okay, so I did this mega fest with TD Jakes. No Diddy. I did
There you go. Come on, Lavell. You was trying to sneak out.
No. Only reason I said it, Diddy wasn't there then.
Man, get Lavell, man.
I mean, man, we gonna swallow that and move on.
Come on, Lavell.
No Diddy.
For those who aren't familiar with the swallowing joke, it's linked to a recent video of Bishop T.D. Jakes that's been creating quite a stir online. This video has been circulating widely on social media and has caught many people's attention. In the video, Jakes is delivering a sermon that takes an unexpected turn. Known for his traditionally conservative Christian views, Jakes seems to be advocating for a more inclusive approach, encouraging people to embrace their sexuality and come out of the closet. This represents a significant shift from his usual teachings and has sparked a lot of discussion. What's particularly striking is not just the content of his message, but also the way he delivered it. During the sermon, Jakes used some language that many found questionable, including the term swallowing. This choice of words was seen as inappropriate and insensitive, given the delicate nature of the topic he was addressing. The combination of his surprising message and the use of controversial language has fueled further controversy and criticism, complicating Jakes' efforts to manage his public image. So, this clip of TD Jakes has everyone totally confused. I mean, what's up with him laying so much emphasis on the word swallowing? It's kind of odd, right? And then he goes on to ask if anyone's ever gone through a time of swallowing. Seriously, that's not your everyday church sermon material. And it gets even weirder. There's all this talk about Jakes being connected to some pretty controversial figures, including Diddy. People are whispering about his involvement in some pretty unconventional stuff. With all these rumors flying around, it's no wonder people are questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. Now, Jakes is preaching about embracing homosexuality and coming out of the closet. This is a major departure from his usual views and has definitely caught people off guard. It's like a plot twist no one saw coming. All of this is making people wonder if they can even trust what he's saying anymore. It's not just about the weird delivery or the choice of words, it's about whether his leadership is still genuine. With so many question marks hanging over him, it's tough for people to take his message seriously. The whole situation has left a lot of folks scratching their heads and questioning what's really happening with TD. As the controversies continue to unfold and more details emerged, he made the dramatic decision to resign from his position as a pastor. This move was a direct response to the mounting pressure and the scandalous revelations that had surfaced. His resignation marked a significant blow to his career, which had been built on years of influence and respect within the spiritual community. The fallout from his resignation has been severe. His once thriving career has taken a substantial hit, with his reputation and public standing in serious jeopardy. The backlash has not only affected his professional life, but also his personal sense of credibility and integrity. Jakes is furious with Shannon Sharpe for playing a key role in this downfall. To him, Sharpe's decision to expose the controversies and bring on guests who have been critical of him feels like a direct betrayal. Now, the bishop is absolutely livid with Shannon Sharpe right now. He feels deeply betrayed by Sharpe, who has used his platform to expose him and bring on guests who've publicly criticized and scrutinized him. To Jakes, it feels like a personal attack, especially considering the sensitive nature of the allegations and the ongoing controversies surrounding him. Jakes is particularly frustrated that Sharpe has given a stage to people like Cat Williams and Lavell Crawford, who haven't held back in their criticisms. These guests have made biting comments and allegations about the bishop, and Sharpe's willingness to amplify these voices feels like a direct assault on his carefully managed public image. The fact that TD is grappling with his own guilt and the weight of these accusations only adds to his anger. He feels that Sharpe's actions have only intensified the scrutiny and made it even harder for him to navigate this turbulent period. So, what do you think? Is Shannon in the wrong here? Comment down below and let us know. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button to never miss out on any new videos. Until then, fam, keep it real.